I'm Rebecca Fryer with Kingstonist News. Here's what's making headlines today, July 12th, 2022. One Kingston man has been arrested and faces 76 charges, most of which are sexual in nature and include many charges related to the extortion of minors. According to Ontario Provincial Police, Kingston Police were contacted in January of 2022 and made aware of an individual luring victims through social media platforms. Following a thorough joint investigation nicknamed Project Shamrock, OPP say 10 victims were identified and rescued. 38-year-old Michael Mark Hema of Kingston is being held in custody. Police suspect that there are other victims and are urging anyone with any additional information to contact OPP. A reminder that tips can be provided anonymously by calling 1-800-222-TIPS or online at crimestoppers.ca. 2 people were lucky to escape with their lives following a serious collision in Napanee over the weekend. OPP say the car carrying 2 people collided with a farming tractor on Saturday, July 9th, just after 2 p.m. on South Shore Road near Concession Road 3 and Quaker Hill Road. OPP say the 2 occupants of the car sustained serious life-altering injuries and were rushed to hospital, where their current condition remains unknown. The lone driver of the tractor suffered minor injuries, according to police. Police are looking for any witnesses to better help assess what led to the crash. So far, no charges have been laid. Speaking of collisions, OPP say fatal collisions involving transport trucks are up 40% over last year. Police say careless and aggressive driving were the cause or contributing factor in the majority of the almost 4,300 collisions so far in 2022 involving large commercial vehicles. Police say the data should be a reminder for all of us to do what we can to avoid the significant toll that large transport truck-involved collisions have in terms of lives lost, serious injuries, and of course disruptions in traffic and the movement of goods that come with these types of crashes. Following a situation in June of 2021 regarding faculty members and other Queen's University employees perhaps falsely identifying themselves as Indigenous, Queen's hired an Indigenous advisory firm out of Ottawa to provide a framework that they can now employ to ensure the integrity of Indigenous studies and identity on campus. The report contained 7 recommendations, including a sincere statement of apology, and that Queen's partner with the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe nations to jointly develop a thorough and detailed process to address and implement all recommendations, and that this process be transparent and public. Queen's has already begun the process of establishing an Indigenous Oversight Council to advise the university on matters of Indigenous representation and citizenship. And lastly, was it not the most beautiful weekend for the return of Buskers Rendezvous in Kingston? The grand finale on Sunday saw People's Choice Award history, with the first ever female solo performer winning for the first time in its 32-year history. Hannah Cyril's Big Wheel Show from Australia took home the weekend's top accolade and guarantees her automatic entry into next year's festival, which is set to run from July 6th to 9th. And of course, donations for the United Way's Success by 6 program were almost doubled what was collected back in 2019, totaling this year $2,800 raised by the performers as they passed around the hat. For more on these stories and other headlines, or to submit your own news, visit Kingstonist.com and become a subscriber today. I'm Rebecca Fryer. Have a great one, Kingston.